I wanted to talk about kind of the things to do on PP and around the island, but more specifically about the Viking caves. Now, these would be the OGs of PP. You're talking, this goes back 300-400 years, but you're obviously going to have a way better understanding of like, who are these people? Where did they come from? What are they about?
Well, when we were there, when I was growing up there, you used to be able to go into Viking Cave to see all the paintings and, you know, like all the birds' nests that was there. And I mean, there was like a lot of controversy initially about like what types, like who actually came and painted all of these boats. But like we found out actually it's about like 400, 500 years old, and they're Chinese trading ships. Yeah, so I mean, it definitely used to be like a channel where, you know, traders used to come like through and pass it. And if you ask like the OGs, the local, the PP locals, or like the sea gypsies that used to live there, they actually used to store stuff in Viking Cave, like all of this cargo that was going through. And yeah, like that's kind of where it came from, I think. And it's protected now. You can't go into Viking Cave anymore. A lot of it's to do with the whole like bird's nest industry. Yeah, which is,
and that's still going on there, the bird's nest industry, because it's
there's signs up. And there's people guarding it. There's a system.
This stuff is it's very sought out by the Chinese. I mean, this stuff is super expensive. Are we allowed to talk about that? You're giving me a look like, shut the fuck up.
No, we can. I mean, I don't see why not.
I know. I mean, I understand, because living in Asia long enough, I mean, this bird nest soup,
it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, you're talking like, and it depending on the quality, like I've seen pieces like that in Singapore that can cost thousands of dollars. And the reason the Chinese are so adamant about it, or you know, seeking that out, it's one of the highest concentrations in collagen.
Yes.
Which so actually you're not eating it for, you know, nutrition. It's to keep your skin tight.
Yeah, and I mean like this. I think this is what people have to know about like these birds' nests. It's actually they make it out of their saliva. You know, so like these birds are going in there and like technically retching it out in order to like, you know, have a nest for their babies. And so when you're taking these, you have to be really careful about, you know, like controlling the population of these birds. Otherwise they're going to disappear. And which is what was happening.
I see. Okay, because people, they're you know, extracting too many of the bird's nest, and the birds just aren't able to raise the babies and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of... When I say I think that's part of the reason, because I'm not sure, but I think that's part of the reason why it has to be guarded off now, and only certain
people are allowed in there. Who those people are, we don't know, and we probably should not discuss. But we'll leave that at that point there. But you should check it out. At least on those tours, they bring you by Viking Cave, and you can check that out.
And like now, actually, the diving in front of Viking Cave, now that we're talking about it, is actually a site for a lot of coral restoration programs that they're doing, which is actually very, very cool. A lot of different groups come to PP now to kind of like try to restore what's going on underwater. And
you're involved in that as well, weren't you?
Yeah, part of it, yes. Yeah.
So specifically, what were you doing, and what was your involvement on those projects?
I mean, a lot of the people that are doing these projects are actually dive shops on PP. I mean, shout out to like all the different dive shops on
Barracuda. So I'll sidetrack that. Barracuda is like the one that every time I arrive on PP, because there's a little bit of a trick. If you say like, if you don't want to pay the 20 baht, it's not that I don't want to pay the 20 baht. It's I don't want to wait in the line. So like I get off the boat, and I'm like, all you have to do is go to this. I'll get in trouble for this one. You get off the boat, and instead of going to the line to pay the 20 baht, just go up to the security and say like, oh, pum you PP working Barracuda dive, and they go, okay, go.
That's how you get in trouble. That's how you get in trouble.
Am I going to get in trouble for that? No, this won't get out to the masses. It works. But you can give them the 20 baht as well. Just give it to the security.
Yeah, it's 20 baht, guys. Come on.
I'm like, fuck that. I end up like giving them 100 or something. I'm just like, but sometimes when you get off the ferry and it's super packed, like you could be in that line for 20 minutes. I'm like, I just want to get to PP Princess and head dive first in that pool and get a couple stitches and drink a few buckets and black out by 7.